Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net. My name's Nick, call signs KN6DAL, and I'll be tonight's coordinator. We want to send a shout out and a big thanks to all of the owners and supporters of all the different connections we've got. We got the W6VVR repeater and the Vacaville Radio Club. Also, the Freestar Network for the use of their repeaters and digital connections. The owners and operators of the Mountain West system, and also the WX5 NAS repeater system. And a big thanks to Mike, WG5EEK, Greg, W5GSW, and Brian, KK6BXP, for all the work they put into making the connections happen. And we're just going to take a second and see if there's any priority or emergency traffic. If we have any throughout the course of the Anti-Net, you can always say break, break with your call sign, and we'll clear the air for you. Is there any priority or emergency traffic at this time? All right. The 2 Meter Crew is not an actual club. We're just a group of hams that are learning and enjoying all things ham related. There's no dues or fees to be a 2 Meter Crew member. If you're looking to find out more, you can join our Discord group, which there's links in the description on YouTube for that. And then you can also check out our website at 2metercrew.net. And this is also an open net. It's open for anybody to check in. Everybody's encouraged to participate. You can always jump in if you have anything that you'd like to say. Also, the 2 Meter Crew meets every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. That's 3 a.m. UTC on the W6VVR repeater in Vacaville, California. We also have a ton of different digital connections that you can link up with. Echolink at W6VVR-R. Allstar Node 51094 and 512342. Also through DMR Talk Group 3174-117, through YSF Reflector 50462, also through Freestar, and their All-Star links are 2195 and 2196. You can also check out their website. There's tons of other connections through that digital network. Also through Mountain West, which is available on P25 and DMR through Talk Group and Reflector 31062. And then the Mad Scientist Amateur Radio Club is connected through their All-Star link tonight in San Mateo, California. And you can also check out our Zoom link. I'll post that in the description, in the chat on YouTube here in a little bit. And you can join our Zoom chat if you can't get in through any other connection. So with that being said, the Anti-Net's also being live streamed here at Northwest Ham Shack. You can always like and subscribe. We'll give you notifications when we go live, which is every Wednesday night. So that being said, we're going to see who we got out there. Is there anybody who hasn't checked in with the 2 Meter Crew, or anybody who's just maybe recently gotten their license or possibly recently upgraded their license? Any of those, come on in now.
Crickets.
All right, nothing being heard. We're just looking for any check-ins that want to come in and say hi to the crew. Any and all check-ins are welcomed and encouraged at any time. So let's see who we got out there. Any check-ins for the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net? Come on in now.
What is this fancy software you're messing around with, Nick?
I'm not
It's way
messing with
above
you.
my pay grade.
It's Vondo. It's Sir Vondo.
Unbelievable.
And it's super cool. It's like it's a newer platform for a logging software, and it's free, other than on the phone. So it's really cool. All right, I didn't hear any check-ins, so we got a few people in the house that we haven't seen in a little while. We've got Aaron. I saw you turn your mic off. You better turn it right back on, because I'm going to catch you guys before you disappear again. We got Aaron in the house tonight. W6AEF. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, good, man. It's good to see some familiar faces. I've missed you guys. I missed the anti-net, and I brought back the donuts and the scary bear from WG5EK up on Pickle Peak, 2 years ago about now. I don't know, but just life and kids and work, and a little bit of ham radio, a little bit of scanner action going on, a little bit of search and rescue stuff. Just keeping it busy. Nothing else really going on, man. Just trying to keep my head above water. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. You're looking good, man. It's good to have you out here. Nick, KN6DAL here with the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net. We're looking for any check-ins. Anybody want to check in? Come on in now. All right, next up we've got Carlos here. Carlos, it has been a long time, buddy. Man, you're starting to look like the father of time. You're letting the beard go and everything, but it's good to see you, man. How you doing?
I've been doing good. Looks like you're sporting the old beard yourself.
Yeah.
No, it's been good. I was missing you guys. I was on the 3-3 the other day and caught up with a few folks, and caught up with Aaron, and I thought, oh man, I kind of miss all your guys' voices and see what everybody's doing. So had to drop in.
Oh, you froze on us there, but I did catch you. That was W6CRP.
Good to hear you guys.
Yeah, Carlos, it's good to hear you. Your audio dropped out for just a second, but I'll loop back. We'll see who else we have out for check-ins, and we'll have plenty of time to chat. You're not allowed to leave yet. Don't disappear. It's good to see you, buddy. KN6DAL here with the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net. We're looking for any general check-ins. Anybody want to check in? Come on in now. Hey, Servando, can you hear if I'm coming over VVR?
Yeah, I can hear you on VVR.
Okay, perfect.
Coming in 5'9".
5'9", 5'9".
5'9".
All right. We've also got Dave, K6WBY, with the never-ending shack upgrades and constant things going on. How you doing tonight, bud?
Hey, Nick and everybody. This is K6WBY. Doing really well. No updates on the shack at this point. I'm trying to catch up on several other projects, and I just completed the long gravel bike ride that I've been working toward for several weeks up in Red Bluff. So made a trip up to Red Bluff and did a 100-mile gravel ride on my bike. It's about 92% off-road in the middle of nowhere. Was supported by a local ham club, which was fun because I got to listen to those guys try and run a net to organize the race the whole time, and get on the radio and on the mobile while I was driving up there, and I think it's K6DJV. Just heard him on every linked repeater all over the state. Like, you can hear that guy anywhere at any time. It was awesome, and it was just fun. It was a good time, but back on the projects around here and about to start cranking on the shack next week again, once I get everything else wrapped up.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
This is so official, this anti-net business. What kind of operation is this? So Dave, congratulations on the 100-mile bike ride on the gravel, man. That's fantastic. I was gonna ask what the SAG was like, because there's a local club here in the Bay Area that does the net control for various races, whether it's bike or running and whatnot. And it's interesting to see and hear, things could go either like really well, or it's like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I don't know what entrance I'm supposed to be in. And while that time runners and bikers are passing by. So good on you, man, for doing that. That's pretty awesome. All right, back to you, W6AEF, KN6DAL. I see no timers. You just gonna have to reel me in, Nick. It's been a long time.
Oh yeah, that's no problem, Aaron. KN6DAL here. So the way I'll give it right back to you, Dave. Sorry. I just key it up. I got a foot pedal now, so it's super simple. Just anytime anybody's talking, I just key it up over the air. So you can come in through Zoom or through any radio or whatever, and I can see who's talking and where they're coming in from and all that. So we've got it all pretty much ironed out as far as the connections and stuff. But yeah, back to you, Dave. K6WBY.
Yeah, K6WBY again. It was really interesting to watch that club try and operate, and they had some really challenging radio situations that they were working with. The repeater was a low-level repeater down in Red Bluff, and all of the stations were essentially up on the hills. But in a 100-mile course, they're spread out over a very great distance, and they were actually running a relay station for one of the aid stations that was down in just a deep canyon with no access to anything. So it was kind of fun to observe and pass by them and chat with them briefly about how they were making this all happen, and I could listen to them and hear on my HT the whole time. But it was a challenging setup, and they did a pretty darn good job. Fortunately, there was no incidents really, so they didn't really need to use their skill, but it was fun all the same. So thanks again, K6WBY.
All right, thanks, Dave. KN6DAL. Let's see. We've got one guy left in the chat. Let's see who else we got out on the air. Any stations that want to check into the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net, come on in now.
Kilo 7, India Bravo uniform, K7 IBU, Striker and Olympia.
K7 IBU, what's going on, man? How you doing today?
I am doing just ducky, a little late to the stream, getting the kiddos in bed, but I had it popped on in the AirPod while I was reading the little bedtime stories and grabbed the radio on the way out of his room, wanted to check in.
No, that's awesome. Thanks for checking in with us. You do anything ham radio related this week?
Well, I did get that base station VHF UHF antenna mounted up. I actually made a QSO shortly after I got it up, and I was able to hit the repeater up on Tiger Mountain and had a QSO with someone on Orcas Island.
Oh, that's awesome. So if you can hit Tiger Mountain, I can hit Tiger Mountain. There's multiple repeaters up there from all over. So that's cool, man. Hopefully we'll hear each other on the air at some point. But right on. So any simplex contacts that you made so far with that?
Quite yet. I really only had it. It was like, I was seriously surprised there was someone up. It was about 11:30 at night. Other than that, I really haven't had much time to head out to the shack. But I'm looking at probably calling out in 5Q sometime this weekend, seeing if there's anyone further than my immediate area that can hear me.
That's sweet, man. Yeah, good luck with that. It's one of those things. You get a project done, and it always seems like it's too late to do anything with it, or you just run out of time, and then you don't have time to test and play around and do everything that you wanted to do by getting the project done. But that's the way life goes sometimes. Well, cool, man. I posted links on YouTube if you're interested in jumping on the Zoom link. That's open if you want to jump in. But I appreciate you checking in. And we'll see if there's anybody else out there that wants to check in. You can come on in now. Well, I never know what to expect when I call on Vondo, so that's why we saved you for last. And you finally changed your call sign, because I was going to call you out by your old call sign just to mess with you. K6SRV, how's it going, buddy?
K6SRV, what's up, guys? It's good to be back. I've just been really busy with work. I'm sure everyone can relate. Just work. So well, I'm just happy to have work. Radio stuff. I've been having fun. Helping my little brother. He got his ticket. He's studying for his general. I just been having fun showing him the ropes, you know, the itty bitty little ropes that I know. Getting him started with like a battery and the whole HRO buying experience and wanting to buy the whole damn store when you're there and fighting that urge. He's he's getting it. He's getting it. So he's on the radio every morning. I hear him out there, so that's a good thing. And personal projects, I think I'm pretty much ready for field day. It's not very much prep work, but I'm excited for field day. I don't know if anyone else is, but I am. I definitely need the vacation, all 48 hours back to the Anti-Net.
Thanks, Carlos. Or thanks, Servando. KN6DAL. All right, we're out of people in the Zoom chat. Let's see who else we got out on air. Aaron, what's up?
You know, I was just reminiscing about when I first met Servando. It was in the parking lot over by the Donut Queen in Vacaville, and we were heading up to Pickle Peak. And he had his.
This sounds romantic.
Yeah, it does, right? We were getting coffee, burrito. We were heading up to Pickle Peak, and he's had his ham license and overlanding and stuff, but he hadn't been involved in FAK. Said, hey, let's get Servando. So anyway, long story short, we have that fun field day thing. I break out the 891. Servando's playing on it. Wow, this is HF, and then a little bit of nudging, get the general. And it's funny to see how it went from like 0 to 200 in a matter of like months or weeks, right? So it was really cool to see. And I don't know if that background Servando is your workbench in your garage, but it went from nothing to all kinds of little tinkering things there. So it's been fun to see you go from 0 to 200 really quickly and kind of immerse yourself and break things and fix things and do all of that. So anyway, just reminiscing when I first met you, Servando. You've been a fantastic guy at field day for my kiddo. He made his first HF contact there in Vacaville to a guy in Dallas. I've got pictures, won't ever forget that. But anyway, just again, going back to that first going from 0 to 200. So anyway, I'm going to have to jump out here and take one kiddo to bed, but W6AEF, I'll try to pop back in if I can, Nick, but always good to see you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Good to hear from you.
Thanks, Aaron.
KN6DAL here. Yeah, I remember when his kid made that contact. That was super cool. That was so much
exciting,
fun.
Man.
That was like one of the highlights of field day for me.
He's like, really? Where? I was like, yeah, man.
That was awesome.
He can hear me? Oh, he hear you. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
All right. KN6DAL here with the 2-meter crew anti-net. We're looking for any check-ins. Anybody that wishes to check in, come on in now.
Come on down.
KN6TRD, QSL.
KN6TRD. How you doing tonight?
Jason out of Chula Vista.
Pretty good. I was just flicking the VFO and I hear you guys.
Well, we're all just kind of hanging out pretending to have a coordinated net, but we call it an anti-net because it's actually really just kind of uncoordinated. When you said your call sign, in my head I imagined you drive a Toyota. Do you drive a Toyota?
No, I actually drive a Jeep. A Jeep Wrangler.
Oh man, I was hoping you had TRD and then you had Toyota. It would all worked out perfect, but nothing's ever perfect in my world. Well, cool. Thanks for checking in. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Let me just make a little quick correction. It's Papa Romeo Delta PRD. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good right now. I just got home from celebrating the kid sister's birthday party. When I say kid sister, she's older than me, but I still call her my kid sister. But yeah, no, I kicked on the radio and, spun the VFO, and sure enough, I hear someone on this net. By the way, my QTH is West Sacramento. Where am I calling in?
Well, that's a loaded question. So my current QTH is Everett, Washington. We are live streaming on YouTube right now, and we're running a digitally connected net, which is linking a bunch of different repeaters and connection points. I'm assuming, based on a little bit of static that you have, you're probably coming in through the W6VVR repeater. And we have multiple people in California and all over the map that are connected with us tonight. So go ahead and when I come back to you, let us know where you. We put a note in the log that you do not drive a Toyota. I love it. When you come back, tell us how you're coming in tonight.
Your plan. I'll be on standby.
No standby. Tell us how you're coming in.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I guess pretty good. I mean, I'm on an ID52, so I really can't tell any S signals or anything to that effect. But yeah, ID52, that's the radio I'm using right now. HT, so I'm using a little handheld.
Yeah, sounds good. Are you linked up to the W6VVR repeater?
Quick answer, yes, because I don't have it. How do I call it? I don't have it written into the radio just yet. I know I'm on 144.870, and of course I guess I just guessed the PL tone because it's working it. But no, I don't have it programmed. It's not programmed into my phone yet. Like I said, I'm just spinning the VFO. Sure enough, I see some activity on the wave screen, and ready to key up and see what happens.
Right on, man. Well, I appreciate you checking in with us, and you're always welcome to come back. We're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's also another net that is on this repeater, which is on Tuesday night, which is the W6VVR Club net, and there's a lot of people that join in on that. So you're welcome to come in anytime. We appreciate you coming out. And with that, we will see if we got any other check-ins that want to come into the 2-meter crew anti-net. If you check in, just be warned, Servando's going to write a note about you. Any and all check-ins, come on in now.
Romeo.
I heard Romeo.
I didn't get the call, but I could, if I had to bet money on it, I believe that's Frank. Come on back.
Scratchy Frank.
November 6th, Echo Tango Romeo. Dan?
Damn.
Oh no, we called you Frank. Sorry, Frank. Sorry, Dan. How's it going, man? How you doing tonight? I don't see your face. You're coming in through the radio.
Yeah, I thought I'd use the radio for once. No, actually, I'm doing some work tonight, so I just thought I'd jump in real quick on the radio. And by the way, to that previous station whose name I forgot, I apologize. I believe it's KN6 PRD. Wow, that's a heck of a signal coming in from West Sacramento to Mount Vaca. That sounds great. There's guys in Fairfield that can't reach this repeater. But anyway, my weekend ham radio is kind of slow. I forgot to order some parts for solar panel setup, so I did a little tinkering with the heat kit, and now I'm the proud owner of a Chinese build-it-yourself crystal tester, because that's where I'm at with that project. So looking forward to building that soon. But yeah, that's all I've got. Otherwise, I just thought I'd come in and say hi. N6ETR, KN6DAL. Back to you next time.
Thanks for checking in with us, Dan. Yeah, I wish I had more time. I just want to come down there and hang out and help you rebuild that radio, because that is like right up my alley. It sounds like so much fun. And now you're building things to help you figure out what you need to do to rebuild that radio. And that almost sounds exhausting, but it still sounds like fun. So good luck with it, buddy. KN6DAL from N6ETR. I hope you have a good night. And if you're hanging around, you're welcome to check in and hang out with us on Zoom if you got nothing else going on. But let's see what else we got out there. Any other stations want to check into the 2 meter crew anti-net? Come on in now.
6 EFR.
89 MHB, kilowatt Delta 9er Mike Hotel Bravo.
All right, I had 2 stations
Juliet 6, Charlie Foxtrot Echo.
All right, we had 3 stations there. So first up, we had Bert, N6EFR. Go ahead, Bert.
Hey guys, how you guys all doing? I'm over here, just got home. Checking in real quick before I get on the Zoom.
Yeah, you sound good. The repeater sounds a lot better than it did last week. Last week we had a lot of noise, I think, coming from the wind, but it seems to have died down. Your note is always on his way home. I'm just going to read the commentary out here because this is great. For those of you that aren't watching on YouTube or are not in the Zoom chat, you're missing out on half of the fun right now. But Bert, yours is always on his way home, because you're always on your way home. Hopefully we see you here in a little bit. It was good to hear from you, buddy. The next station we had was KD9, and I apologize, I only got part of your suffix, but I got Uniform Bravo. If you want to come back with your call, how you doing tonight?
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Corey and Dave HB, the Motorola homeboy.
When you say it like that, I remember you coming in before. That's awesome. How you doing, Corey? How's things going? And what time is it in Dayton? Oh, that's a couple hours later. So you're staying up a little bit late. I guess it's only 8:30 still here our time. But how's things going tonight?
Yeah, it's going pretty good, man. It's about 11:30 here, East Coast time. Just getting stuff ready for Hamvention. This is the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, or 20th, 21st, 22nd, something like that. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Just messing around with some E.F. Johnson 5100s for P25 and getting those programmed up for Hamvention. Yeah, did that tonight.
Well, awesome, Corey. I appreciate you checking in with us. Funny thing about the time zones, I heard, I haven't verified this to be true, but I don't know why it wouldn't be. There's a portion of Florida that's far enough over that it's in, I believe, Central Time, and then a portion of Oregon that's far enough over, just a sliver of Oregon, that's in Mountain Time. And so you could be in Oregon and be talking to somebody in Florida and only be an hour apart, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, that's all I got. Corey, thanks for checking in with us tonight. We appreciate you coming out. We have another station that came in right behind you, and I think I got the call was KJ6CFE. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but how you doing tonight?
You're exactly right. Yeah. Kilo Juliet 6, Charlie Foxtrot Echo. Tony and Rio Linda. Yeah, I'm having a good night. Just listening to the two-way, and other than that, not much going on. But heard you out there, so I thought I'd wave a friendly hello.
Yeah, thanks for checking in. You sound good coming in tonight. You got anything interesting planned in ham radio, either for field day or anytime coming up soon?
You know, that one of the crank-up tower that's I'm in the process of setting the form for the cement and, setting the brackets and everything, and because I'm just on a dipole now, but I'm looking forward to getting that crank-up tower up.
Well, that sounds like a fun plan. With the tower comes all kinds of other equipment, and you end up just going down the rabbit hole again. I know a few people that have put up towers. I actually have 2 towers sitting outside waiting to be put up, and I'm afraid of what kind of rabbit hole I'm going to dive into setting those up. So good luck to you on that, and definitely check back in with us and tell us how that progress goes. Are you planning on setting that up for HF, or are you putting like a VHF, UHF antenna on it? Don't you dare survive.
I'd like to go with UHF, but I think for the time being, I'll probably go with the VHF, UHF deal.
Awesome. Well, good luck with that, Tony, and I hope you give us some updates on the progress on that. This is Nick, KN6DAL with the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net. We're looking for any check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, come on in now. All right, nothing being heard. We're going to take one last call out. We'll see if there's anybody else left straggling out there that wants to check in. And then after that, we'll turn it over to the Zoom chat, and we'll be hanging out on YouTube for a little bit if anybody wants to jump on and say hi. We also had a check-in, KN6PR. Oh, he already checked in, but he found us on YouTube, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for checking in with us tonight. Any last calls for any stations that want to check into the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net? Come on in now.
They must not want a name assigned to them.
This is the best log ever.
All right. We got Tony...
KN6DAL here with the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net. Nothing being heard. We're going to turn these repeaters back to normal use and disconnect some of these connections. We'll be hanging out on the Zoom chat. There is a link in the YouTube chat if anybody wants to join in on the Zoom, and we'll just be hanging out, probably making fun of Servando's log for a little bit. So anybody that wants to come on in is welcome to. I appreciate all of the different check-ins tonight. Again, this is Nick, KN6DAL with the 2 Meter Crew tonight. Signing off. Have a good night. 7-3.
Got my notes.
Got my notes. That was funny.
I said got my notes. He said got my notes.
How cool would that have been if KN6 PRD was TRD though? That'd be cool.
I heard TRD and I instantly thought, I was like, man, that's a little much. That's like a Tesla driver changing their license plate to say no gas or all volts or. But yeah, no, that was cool. So we got Tony the Tiger, always on his way home, Bert, Working Man Dan. We got PRD, does not drive a Toyota. Striker, fire like a Glock. We got Silos
Now-
in here. We got the Geek, Aaron.
You know what's funny is Stryker actually has a really cool call once you find out what it's for. I'll wait for him to come on one night and tell you again. He told us when he first got his call, or when he I don't remember if he switched his call or what happened there. I'll let him tell the story. But his suffix is really cool. I'm just disconnecting
prince?
some of this stuff right now.
Did you say he was a Prince of Sussex?
What?
Dude, I'm
Oh,
getting
it's
old,
Carlos. How you doing, man?
So how's the retired life, Carlos? How's things going? He's unmuted. Time?
Time out.
He's not ready yet.
He's not ready.
We got.
on-
I
think
didn't
he
get
said
it.
He's on timeout.
He's on timeout.
He's on.
He's in
Get his
trouble.
voice-
He's on timeout.
Gotta get his voice back.
I'm trying to ham radio. Leave me alone.
There's another net he's on.
He's double dipping.
I didn't get to mention it, but we had just insane weather here yesterday.
Yeah.
Hail, lightning and thunder, hail came through in the middle of the afternoon.
Wow.
We had hailstones. Fortunately, they were soft, and when they hit, they kind of broke apart. But they were the size of quarters.
Ooh.
So, which is, I mean, like
Quarters.
nothing I've ever seen in 40 years of living here. Just absolutely amazing. Rain coming down, hail. It was just insane. Wind and weather, not good for the vineyards, but amazing weather out of the blue. It wasn't even predicted to have rain or thunderstorms, and just all of a sudden it opened up and really gave the business.
You know what's funny? I had never thought of hail as being like really
A
like a
commodity?
weather to warrant concern. But I took a trip over to Colorado, and I was helping a store in our business open, and it's automotive related, right? So we were bringing cars in, and so about every 5 or 6 cars that would come in looked like somebody took a hammer to every body panel. And finally I asked, I was like, what is going on with all these cars being all messed up? And he goes, well, when a hailstorm happens here, it's unreal. And if your car's not covered, it gets totaled, right? Like legitimately every body panel gets ruined. All the windows get busted out. It totals the car. And then because the car is completely fine and drivable, people just replace all the glass and get the insurance payout on it and just drive the totaled car around. And
They're just
and
driving
it looks
painted
horrible.
golf balls.
What's that?
Yeah.
Then they're just driving painted golf balls, with the
Exactly.
little dimples.
Yeah.
Dude.
Being in insurance, I'm looking out the window at my car as this whole thing is happening, just waiting for like glass to start breaking. It was incredible. I've got a great picture of it, but I couldn't believe there was not damage. But it was that kind of hail. I mean, the hailstones the size of quarters, coming out of it, and for a considerable amount of time. I mean, it looked like it snowed. There was so much on the ground. It was amazing. Nick, you were talking earlier about time zones, and on my trip between Dallas and Tennessee, I realized that West Texas, the furthest west part of Texas, and almost all of Tennessee is in the same time zone.
Okay.
So even when I was in Dallas, the sun came up later in the morning and set later in the morning, and I drove east all day long for 10 hours.
Right.
And to get to where I was in Tennessee below Nashville, and I was still in the same time zone the whole time. And so the sun comes up a lot earlier, there and sets earlier. It was just, and to think that, between Tennessee and West Texas, the central time zone, is probably over 1,200 miles.
Yeah.
Just
damn
wild to think how that works.
Yeah,
Man,
it's kind of a trip. I don't remember where I heard that whole thing about the Florida Oregon thing, but I've heard it before. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. But
Yeah. There's parts of the Panhandle are in the central time zone, and basically from Alabama, I think down is central, and then east of Alabama toward the big main part of Florida is in eastern, and then eastern Oregon is in mountain. There's a little part of the eastern Oregon that's in mountain time. So that would put them only 1 hour difference, even though it's the whole country worth. It doesn't.
That's
We
just wait till everybody wants to switch it to half hours, and then everybody else follows along because they don't want to offend anybody. And next thing you know, we've got 74 time zones in America. I see it coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stories online about Panhandle time zone. It's pretty
Really?
weird. Yeah, Florida's pretty screwed. Like the northwestern like little chunk of Florida is in central time.
Yeah.
It's pretty
What's
nuts.
up, Carlos? You are you at your cabin?
Yes, I am. Am I unmuted?
Yeah,
You are.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm like rookie here. I haven't been on Discord and I don't know how long, and I'm or the Zoom here, and I'm all over the place trying to get the screen where I can see you guys. Yeah, I'm up at the cabin, hanging out for a couple of days before we head back home.
Sweet. So how's retired life been, man? Tell us a little bit about it.
It's been good. It's nothing crazy, but we've been up here at the cabin a lot and back at the house, and had the boat out a few times. My what we've been doing a bit of is my niece is a senior at UCLA. My two nieces have played softball for them. Well, she's just having a stellar year, and so we've been jamming around trying to watch all her games and follow her. We were down in Palm Springs when they had a big tournament down there, but that's been a lot of fun. I don't know what I'll do next year when she's graduated. No other sports to follow, I guess. I don't know.
You're gonna travel the world, Carlos.
They call ham radio a sport in some realms.
Yes.
I mean, that's good, man. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm so stoked to see you and see that you're doing well and that your beard is growing massively. It's just great.
Yeah, everybody's telling me now, oh, you need to trim it.
No,
Like, yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah, when I start tripping over it, I'll trim it back.
That's awesome.
What's good, Bert?
What's up? Haven't seen you in a while.
Are you on your way home?
I was.
No, he's back. He's in the command.
Bert is like, yeah, he's like constantly on 37. Like,
yeah, seriously.
He's always on 37. God, man. Hey, they're expanding that thing, aren't they? Aren't they saying they're expanding it? Or is that 12?
I doubt it.
No, it's got to be 37. They got to expand that sucker, dude.
They need one brutal. Lane or make it a that movable divider.
Dude,
they did that. It would be great to do that.
Coming off a 101, you get on 37, and then you can see the traffic stopped from like right when you get up. You're like, oh man, yeah. Jesus, take the wheel. I'm about to take a nap.
They need to fix that merge right there at 121 and 37. Yeah. I mean, build an overpass.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Really, just build an overpass.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly.
It would fix so much trouble. I mean, Napa County and Sonoma counties are so against overpasses, and they've just resisted it for so long. And it's like everything else. Yeah, everything else around here, they should have done it 30 years ago when it was only $3 million. Now it's $300 million. And they can afford it, and it's 30 years of mismanagement and piss poor planning.
Right.
And there's that one, all of the stuff on Highway 29. I mean, it can take you an hour to do a drive you should be able to make in 15 minutes, to get out of the valley, just based on time of day, maybe even more. It's absurd.
Nick, you don't miss any of that, huh? Like, you don't miss.
Dude, traffic up in this area is, well, I don't have to fight with traffic because I live so close to my work here, but the traffic in this area is appalling. It's awful. And I mean,
really?
it's every bit as bad as some of the most congested parts of California, in terms of just volume of cars and infrastructure and stuff. And our state is not a poor state. We actually have a very wealthy infrastructure thanks to our ridiculously high taxes, and it's the same problem. It's just mismanaged money. But
yeah, that's the fun thing about being in Dallas. Like, if there's too many cars on the road, they just build a new freeway. And I mean, it's incredible, the traffic management that they have there. Even when traffic is challenging there, but it's nothing like being here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna hit Stryker up for his call sign
survey and watch out for the pocket gophers and figure out where the deer are going to cross and all of those things. Oh, the salmon impact, that's another one.
Did you say pocket gophers?
It's a thing.
Pocket gophers.
Like pocket pool.
Is that like a Polly Pocket?
No, seriously, it's a pocket gopher. It's I guess endangered species. Down here in Thurston County, it's more of a thing. But if you want to build any kind of structure on bare land, you have to get a pocket gopher study and make sure you're not going to disturb their habitat.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that's a thing. But that's down there too. They have that type of stuff down in California too. So California has the most state entities of anywhere. Right, there's something like 11 or 12,000 different state entities, and they all like completely like clash with each other. Like, they don't communicate, and it's the funniest thing because you'll have like the division of this and the division of that and the division of that, and like none of them pass information along to each other, and all of their rules conflict with the other organization, and so like nothing gets done. It's brutal. It's just like up here.
Along with the Department of Redundancy Department.
Or
the overlapping Department of Redundancy. Yeah.
So, Stryker, tell the story about your call sign for people who haven't heard it yet. I think it's cool. I just think it's really cool.
So, my wife and I were home brewers, and one of the measurements in home brewing, or actually brewing in general, is international bitterness units. It's how hoppy a beer is. So it's IBU. So I like beer. I like to say I home brew. Wife and I don't home brew as much as we used to. My wife went pro, but I chose K7 IBU, international bitterness units, as a vanity. I also go by multicast because I work in IT and I do networking. So like multicast routes. But I do multicast, like multi as in beer. And also doubles as is K7, I believe in unicorns.
I like it.
That's pretty great, Stryker. I'm thinking about, before I changed my call sign, I should have left it to what the government, it was KN6 KOC. That could have been the cock, I should have left it where it was. Shouldn't have changed it.
Jesus, dude.
I had kind of a proud moment. So I was checking into the Antinet here. My 5-year-old goes, "Can I get my license?" So I'm like, "All right, yeah, you got to pass the test, but you can totally get your license." It's like, "What's my call sign going to be?" I'm like, "That's up to you, but you can pick a vanity if it's available." Granted, you got to pay $35 now, but if my 5-year-old wants to get licensed, I will pay that in a heartbeat.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, my little brother just got his ticket, and he got KN6 TFW. But Derek on TFW, and then but Derek he keeps saying FTW on the air. I'm like, dude, it's not FTW, it's TFW. And he goes, WTF, TFW, whatever. Like,
there is a difference.
Yeah. TFW. But yeah, that would suck to get a shitty one though, huh? Like WS or something like that, like something weird. God.
Or SRV, that'd be awful.
That'd be
Reminds
shitty.
me of like a weird Honda vehicle.
What was your call sign, Servando, originally? I forget. What was your original call sign? I forget.
KM6QLM.
QRM.
Respect the Q.
Yeah.
Respect the Q. Yeah, QLM. It was a mouthful, man. It was hard.
My first one was a mouthful. It was Kilo November 7 Whiskey November Charlie.
Yeah. Yep.
No, KF7 Kilo Fox 7 Whiskey November Charlie.
I'm just glad that mine's not like
that's a mouthful, dude.
That is, yeah.
I'm just glad mine's not like letters that sound the same, like SXF or something like that. You know, that would be so hard to do on HF, because on HF getting your call to like resonate out is really important.
So one of the hams that lives at the community I work at, he's an extra, been an extra for a long time. He had a vanity back in the day. It was his initials, K7RLK. He's up off of the peninsula down here in Olympia. There was someone on the other side of the peninsula that was K7RK. So people got them mixed up all the time. So he eventually just switched.
RLK. Yeah.
All right, Carlos.
Dude,
Carlos said his connection is bad. Thanks for coming in and saying hi, man. We miss you, and I'd love to have you on and say hello every now and again. But good to see you're doing well, and keep in touch, buddy. We'll see you. It'll probably freeze frame like that the whole time.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's always funny when you run you come across some extras and then they're like, who's that? The fuck is that? We connected somewhere?
No, that was me. I turned the radio up for a second to see.
Oh, I thought Nick, I thought we were still connected. I was like, oh yeah, you get like, oh yeah, like whiskey 5G, whiskey 5L. Like I was like, that's it? 3 letters, 3 characters. That's it, huh? Jesus.
One of those 1x1s.
Yeah.
Must be a special event.
Yeah, exactly.
That or somebody's just trying to throw something out unique to get you to call them.
Oh, yeah.
I do that all the time. I disguise my voice as a woman.
I heard a YL in there. Can I get the YL, the SRV? Come on back.
Plus 5
W6V.
You get all the creepy crawlers start coming out, dude. It's like when you water the lawn, the worms start coming out.
Hey, what's the thing with ordering one of those hats? So I still have the link to the website, but how do I get a hold of them? Do I just need to call them and because I didn't see like, place to kind of select what I wanted. I just need to call them and tell them what I'm looking for, right?
So one guy ordered us all these hats, and then he moved to the other side of the country. So we really don't know.
I can get you one, dude. I can get you one.
Yeah, hook him up.
I'm getting the guy that got all these for us. I'm getting him one because like the guy's like, we have a file and everything at the place, and we just say, hey man, we got another one, and then you just tell him the call sign and he knows what to do.
There you go.
And then they were backed up because of Little League started, and then they were backed up like crazy, man. Like their lead times were like, I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks, and then now I think it's pretty reasonable. It's like a week or 2. But yeah,
I need to get one too.
Yeah, I gotta get one. It's killing me. I've got so many dang hats. I don't need another hat, but I need one of those. And I went to their website and I was researching while I should have been doing other stuff, and I just couldn't find what I was looking for.
Are you writing it
Tractor's
down,
on the air.
Servando?
Huh?
You writing that down? K6WBY. He needs a hat. Bert needs a hat.
I was
too.
commenting on his SIG. He has a 229R, or is it? Yeah, it is an R because it's a rail. Yep. It's my fucking favorite pistol, dude. I love that thing.
What is it?
Is that a SA? Is it a SAD? Is it a SADA? Single action, double action?
Yep. And I have an exact match to that. It's all black in the.
Is it still on roster?
Post the picture. You got to post us the picture.
I think it's on roster.
You're gonna get the ham shack shut down talking about firearms now.
Oh, are we not allowed to do that? Okay.
The YouTube algorithms
hey, watch
are gonna
this.
kill you.
It's this easy. Hey, everybody! Thanks for coming out tonight. If anybody would like to have a firearm conversation, you're welcome to do so. We're gonna end the stream now, and we'll be hanging out on Zoom. 7-3.
You have been defined.